And here we go. Hey, that one actually kind of worked. Nope. You may have to remind me, did I already say that I completely gave up on the idea of the NERF Ultra darts? Because it's pretty easy to feel that way when the Ultra line has been absolutely god-awful, even after what we thought would be a brand new refresh of the dart in the Sonic Screamers, and basically everything they ever printed on the box was a complete lie to the point where they actually had to change the marketing on the box. And now it's returned in a bright new and fun way, because not only do we have a brand new NERF Ultra Blaster, there may be a reason to get excited because it comes with a new Ultra Dart, an actually different Ultra Dart. And the old ones too, apparently, for some insane reason, which is great because not only is the Ultra Select perfect for this because it has 2 magazine wells, and we'll talk about that, but I have a way to empirically test if there's any improvement between the old darts and the new ones. But a little bit of that later, we actually have to talk about the blaster. Debuting brand new for summer 2021, it's the NERF Ultra Select. Now, before you click off, I want to say this one actually might be kind of cool. I found this one chilling at my local Walmart for $60 US, and this is a full auto flywheel blaster in the NERF Ultra line. But it does come with a new type of Ultra Dart, and it has a gimmick that fundamentally could change a lot of things for a lot of people out there, because it actually contains 2 magazines and you can effortlessly swap between each magazine. But we really got to take a look at the back of this box. Carry handle, fully motorized. I assume that means full auto. 2-time removable 10-dart clips. Clip selector. But here's the point I actually wanted to point out. The NERF Ultra Pinpoint Dart. The most accurate NERF Ultra Dart. An incredibly low bar set. Now it claims the original NERF Ultra Dart is for distance, while the new one is for accuracy. Why they couldn't make one dart do both, I don't understand. But enough of that. I really want to see what this thing looks like in the flesh, because this blaster looks amazing. Attention! Our first full auto NERF Ultra thing. And here it is. And I already love it. Looks like the takeout bag is gonna be the new way we're gonna get all of our darts from now on. Look at that. This might be one of the few times, and I don't know how long, the blaster actually came with 2 magazines. But the only reason it came with 2 magazines is because the magazine well actually takes 2 magazines. The included 10-round magazines with the Ultra Select aren't anything new. In fact, we've seen this with the Ultra Pharaoh. However, the magazines are interesting because NERF paid attention to detail, and they are actually transparent on different sides. So you could theoretically load these and still see how much ammo you have at a glance, if you load them correctly anyway. That being said, you could also effortlessly load and remove both magazines with one hand if you have decently sized hands, which is a cool tactical maneuver. And honestly, the system could have some great uses in the future if there actually is a difference between both ammo types. Oh, that's fun. Awkward, because you gotta know when you're firing this thing, to pump it once and not actually cock it like a shotgun or something like that, to go between the 2 of them. And I'm honestly wondering if there's not a way for it to like jam up the pusher or something while you're in the middle of firing. Stock is comfortable. Carry handle's comfortable. I love how this thing looks. The big goofy front sight might be a bit much, and honestly this thing probably would have been cooler had it been a flat top. Tons of places to put a sling if you want to have it. The muzzle, I think, is one of the coolest ones NERF has ever done. Yeah, honestly, the Select's gimmick is really cool. Swapping between 2 magazines, maybe not 2 10-rounders, but swapping between 2 magazines is super fun. Now, you do have to actually pay attention, because swapping between magazines while holding down full auto means the pusher can get stuck, but it's something that's really easy to control, so I don't think it will be an actual issue. What's a little bit more of an issue, however, is the fact that you don't have to actually touch that pump to swap magazines, which you think would be cool because then you could just slap the magazine into place, but you could also just give the blaster a firm shake and have the magazine swap over, which, I mean, that's fixable with some mods, I'm sure, but that could be an issue if you're running and gunning. that may be a problem. Well, the good news about all this is at least the battery tray is asymmetrical to the blaster and not some big weird lump on the side, and it's huge, so we can stuff whatever aftermarket battery solution we want in there. The mod potential for this blaster is kind of through the roof for it to be a new kind of standard for flywheel blasters, and there's a lot of love for that. Like, imagine you took this thing and made it shoot half darts, which I have a blaster we're gonna talk about very soon that is an ultra blaster that fires half darts at over 230 FPS, so get subscribed for that one and hit the like button while you're down there because I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow like none other. And having 2 of the new out of darts Tachi mags, which mine hold like 33 darts each, so that's a lot of ammunition before having to reload with a lot of power to back that up on a full auto platform. Yeah, that's about what I expect. And here it is, the brand new NERF Ultra Pinpoint Dart. Interesting enough, the dart is actually similar to what the original NERF Ultra Dart packaging made it look like. The original packaging didn't show black foam bodies. It showed these silvery white ones, and these should be a lot easier, I would assume, to see in tall grass or just outside in general, because the ever-hateable NERF Ultra Dart is almost impossible to see outside. So, nice change there, and it does come with 20 darts. 10 pinpoint and 10 of the original ones you hate. About as bad as you would expect, and that fire rate is not great at all. Of course, that's a stock blaster, and there's a lot that could be done to fix that, but hey, at least we have something. And here's a magazine with the brand new Ultra Pinpoint darts in it. It's not so much a difference is that it's night and day. One of them is usable and the other is NERF Ultra. All right, let's see what the Ultra Select is hitting and if there's a visible FPS difference between the new pinpoint darts and the original Ultra darts. We'll be starting with the Ultra darts, the originals, and I'm gonna try to single fire these the best I can. And now for the new Ultra Pinpoint darts. Weird, those cronied average way higher, maximum way higher. They were pretty much better in every single way, and yet the distance on the silver pinpoint darts is not quite as good as the original Ultra. All right, I think we have a pretty decent idea of how this is going to go, but to catch you up to speed, we've got the NERF Ultra Select. We've got one magazine filled with the original ever so loathable NERF Ultra darts, but we also have a magazine filled with the new Pinpoint Ultra darts, which are, from my initial testing, much, much better, but we don't want to do just standard testing here. So I've got an electronic target downrange, which will record our hits, using a program that you'd use for like zeroing a scope or something like that. So just a plain target that records hits. If you want to know more about this target, you can check out the description below. But we're going to start off with the original NERF Ultra darts and see exactly how bad this is going to go. And here we go. Hey, that one actually kind of worked. Nope. And as per usual, a couple of those worked pretty okay, but most of them didn't. We're gonna reset the target, and then we're gonna use the new pinpoint darts and see if those do just a little bit better. And the new NERF Ultra Pinpoint darts. It's not a night and day difference so much as it's a, wow, all of the darts actually hit the target, and the outliers honestly weren't that bad. That could be because of used darts at this point, but that was still pretty darn impressive when compared to standard NERF Ultra. That, technically, I would consider usable. I think the thing the most upsetting about the whole premise of the Ultra Select is that it honestly would have been a much better blaster had it been in the Elite line years ago. The idea of swapping between magazines is really good, but let's just face it, the Elite pinpoint darts are better than the NERF Ultra darts in every single possible way. Yes, the Ultra darts in my testing did fly farther, but that could be for a variety of reasons, and honestly, the difference is not good enough to really warrant using the old Ultra darts over the new Ultra darts. If this was for like Elite darts or even two completely different ammo types, that would be absolutely insane. The package that you get with the Ultra Select just out of the gate is really promising, but I feel like it's held back by the Ultra stuff. I really wish we could get something better than NERF Ultra. It's a really cool gimmick, but I'm just not seeing the reason to ever use both types of darts. It's just RNG versus not RNG. Honestly, I really like the Ultra Select, but I also know that's something that I probably shouldn't say because everybody wants to hate Ultra. Let me rephrase that. Everybody wants to hate NERF. While in the near future, I will have to try to put some of these darts through their paces in a more high-performance setting, I like what you're getting with the Ultra Select. The problem is that this blaster comes in at $60. Not as insane price for something that's full auto and honestly looks really cool with a functional gimmick to match, in my opinion. That's, you know, it could be a little bit better, but it's still really innovative and good for frickin' Hasbro. While of course this isn't really gonna compete with something like a Nexus Pro or Aeon Pro in the Adventure Force line, they're still really good now. This is a functional blaster and honestly should have been the way Ultra started. We would have been far better off with Ultra had the pinpoint dart been the original design. Yes, it cuts down on range, but I would argue that the range cut down is more or less because the dart doesn't randomly curve upward and sail off into infinity. More or less, the dart actually has a straight, clear path. So my recommendation for getting an Ultra Select kind of depends on if you want to mod it, because I think this thing will be an absolute joy to mod for a blaster. And if you don't have access to easy dart zone products, then the Ultra will probably be a little bit easier for you to come up with. Plus, if you're a younger nerfer, these darts don't hit as hard as other foam darts. They don't weigh as much, they've got a squishy head on them, and they've got a lot of surface area on that head to boot, so they're a lot safer for younger people, which could be a boon. I mean, I'm older, I don't really care, but it's honestly, it's hard to recommend the Ultra Select unless you want to tinker with it, but at the same time, it works pretty okay. I mean, I like it. I'm pleased with it. For $60, I better be. That rate of fire kind of sucks, but that's something that you can improve with modification. So all in all, good job, Hasbro. You finally nailed some of the expectations that you laid out with the Ultra line, and I hope this continues, but my main question is, where do we go from here? But I think that's just about enough. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm, of course, Walcom S7. If you got all the way to the end of the video, chances are you liked it, so hit like, hit subscribe, because we've got a lot more coming. I've got a whole table full of blasters in front of me. In fact, a lot of people are going to notice this exact same shirt as I power through my entire review list. Thank you very much, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.
You gotta up,